for what may be the most violent match in GSW history, a Texas death match to determine a #1 contender for the GSW Women's World Championship, and a match at Breaking Point, which is the next event after this. Shayna Stallington, Shaniqua Fulkin, Part 2. This match here will be worth it for whoever comes out on top. So without further ado, people, let's kick off No Guts, No Gory, and let's have a hella good time. Shayna has been obsessed with two things throughout 2026 so far. Being at the top of the GSW Women's Division and Shaniqua Fulkin in general. And I say Shaniqua because she couldn't get over that loss in Chicago.
I told her.
After that no-holds-barred match, it's literally been an obsession for Shayna to put Shaniqua away. And with a #1 contender spot on the line in this Texas death match, the most brutal stipulation in GSW history.
Boy, get counting.
Everything matters.
1,
Everything fucking counts.
2,
For those that are new to GSW, in Texas death,
3,
you must win by knockout or submission.
4,
You gotta answer the referee's 10 count, or you gotta submit your opponent
5,
and make them tap out.
6,
There are no pinfalls.
7,
There's no disqualification. No holds barred! Shayna clocked Shaniqua right on the forehead with that spike trap. And look at the blood. There's some blood on her forehead. She's busted open and now she got slammed on the chair. Shaniqua just got slammed onto the chair. So far it's been Shayna owning Shaniqua. This is actually kind of a shocker too, because Shaniqua actually has a Texas Deathmatch victory under her belt.
1,
Shayna has never been in a Texas Deathmatch before. This is her first time
2,
ever.
3, 4,
These two hate each other. When it comes to competition, they hate each other, man. Especially Shayna. See a barbed wire heart. That's interesting. Shayna eyeing at it. She said she wasn't going to have any heart for what she's going to do to Shaniqua. But she has a barbed wire heart and isn't going to be afraid to use it as she's up top, looking to smash on her head. Nobody there. Nobody there. And Shaniqua catches Shayna. A suplex, a German suplex onto the ladder. That moved it back a bit. And now there's a chair in play. Shayna's in the danger zone. And Shaniqua delivers the swanton, finding the chair as well.
1,
Now the count, the 10 count.
2,
When Shaniqua delivered that swanton, a lot of
3,
pressure, I think, went to Shayna's back.
4,
Now she turned over on her side,
5,
trying to get that pressure off her, and now she's back up on her feet. Hold on, Shaniqua, not done. Dead Valley Driver connects. And now she's going to roll on through. Rolls on through. Pile Driver. Got 101% of it, and now Shaniqua's got that barbed wire heart that Shayna just used. Going to use it to her advantage. Shaniqua says she had more heart than Shayna does. And more heart's going to get her to the top of this food chain. Uh-oh. Shayna's busted open too. That barbed wire heart cut her open, but that doesn't mean it's going to stop her. Blood loss is not going to stop the Falcon. The ATL native showing a lot of fight. More importantly, showing heart. And she landed
1,
a sudden eliminator on the barbed wire heart.
2,
Both women down
3,
for now. Only for now.
4,
But this count is moving. They have a limited amount of time. Shayna beats the count.
5,
Now can Shaniqua do it?
6, 7,
That Count is getting close. Shaniqua beats the count at 8, but Shayna kicked her right in the midsection, but Shaniqua sending Shayna's back into the ladder. Gets popped up. Shayna with a Hurricane Rana! Hurricane Rana! Shaniqua will rear end first, but she survives. She survives it. And now on the move.
Bro, I swear to God.
Realization settling in Shayna's mind, realizing that she's not doing enough. She's got to do something to put this woman down if she wants to end things for good, and more importantly, get a shot at the women's world title at breaking point. Dangerous weapons on the stage, cinder blocks, an oil drum, and a crate. A Falcon Cutter! Falcon Cutter by the ATL native. Shaniqua survives. She survives. I smell a hammerhead and she gets it. Shayna survives now. She survives the move. Blackjack! Falcon landed on the cinder blocks. She just got stunned. And now look at Shay. Excellent balance. Another Falcon Cutter. Another one.
1,
She landed head first
2,
and neck first on the cinder blocks.
3,
But both women down.
4,
Real thing is, who's going to get up? Who's going to answer the count?
5, 6,
These two are hurting. They are hurting bad.
7,
This is a highly emotional battle. This is a physical battle.
8,
Shayna beats the count first.
9,
And just at the last second, Shaniqua beats it too. This match is still ongoing, and how about this? Wow! From the crate to the floor, the Avalanche Cutter connects. But Shaniqua survives, and now the side suplex. That one really hurt Shayna. She's on her feet. Caught Shaniqua in the air. Falcon lands on her feet. Stunner connects. Stunner connects. All she doesn't realize, Shayna was on her feet. She was like, fuck it. I gotta stay up. I gotta deliver the knockout.
1,
And that spear might have hyperextended Shaniqua's femurs.
2,
Both of them. Because remember, she was on her knees.
3,
So her legs literally got bent backwards, the upper legs.
4,
That could have taken a toll on her.
5,
And she could be done for the night.
6, 7,
Stay down.
8,
Shayna yelling, stay down.
9,
An angry tone, but Shaniqua refuses to stay down.
Bitch, you're not securing my spot.
Watch me then. Watch
You're
me.
not securing anything.
This is tough competition at its best. Literally, at its fucking best. All the Sky Slicers. That might have put Shayna away. The ref didn't even start the 10 count, and it didn't even matter because Shayna back up on her feet, walking behind slowly. This goes to show you how far these two are willing to go. How many times they're going to keep getting back up. Because this is a grand opportunity. An oil drum. Oh, power bomb. Power bomb. These two are going back and forth. Back and forth. Oh, no, no. Oh, God, that was a bad landing. Bad landing.
1,
Shaniqua went back first on the barbed wire board.
2, 3,
That barbed wire might have just ripped her back
4.
open, man. Literally might have ripped her back open.
5, 6,
That is no toy anyone's supposed to be playing with.
7,
She's out of it now, and the count, I believe, is at
8,
it's at 8. So close to 10.
9,
And once again, at the last second, Shaniqua survives. That drop kick Shayna delivered, that was right on the wound. That might have reopened it. And now, off to another stage. Off to another. Shayna just jogging in place. I don't see any weapons. And Shaniqua, not too far behind. Now we just gotta wait on Garrettsburg, our D1 referee, who needs to pick up the damn pace. Building, building, building. Y'all know what this means. When we hit the stairs, y'all know where we heading. We've done this for the last year. We're heading up to the rooftop, to the floor. Dangerous results happen on top of a building in GSW. Everybody knows that. Everybody. Vulcan charges in. Catching Shay. Southern eliminated from Shaniqua. Oh man. This is crazy. Using her own move against her. And now takes her off the edge. And they're gonna land into tables stacked on top of each other! Oh my god! Collision! It don't matter who got the worst of that. What matters is
1,
this decision hangs in the balance.
2, 3,
Both women suffered the same fate, falling into the center of the
4,
damn wooden tables.
5,
Now who can get up and survive?
6,
Who desperately wants that spot? Shaniqua does, apparently.
8,
Count is so close.
9.
We're now at 9.
We've hit 10. Ring the bell.
Shayna fails. Shaniqua succeeds. And she officially has the #1 contender spot for Breaking Point. What a way to kick off this event! Vulcan won't have to be bothered with Shayna's salty attitude any longer as she moves on to the bigger and better things, and we will move on to the next matchup of the night. Tavon Brooksdale looking to get his hardcore title back against Scarlo Etienne Jr. Now the rules are a little similar to Texas Death. You have to make sure that you enter the 10 count in this last man standing match. Otherwise, if you don't, well, you're going to be shit out of luck. This is for the GSW Hardcore Championship. Coming up next, so don't go anywhere.
And that sums up why I want to beat her ass.
I see. Not the one to pick sides, so all I can say is good luck out there.
Thanks.
All right, I'll be off. See you later, Roslyn.
It's Rosie.
Don't let anybody tell you who you truly are. Prove to Lansing and the rest of these women why you deserve to be here.
All right.
Encouraging words by Vernon to Rosie, and she's gonna need it. Later on, she has a no-holds-barred match against Ari, their second match of their feud. The whole GSW family is sticking together, and I'm liking it so far. But only one knows what the outcome will be for the rest of the night. Right now, Tavon Brooksdale and Scarlo Etienne Jr. are out on the streets, waiting for this matchup to start. So let's take it to the streets to see who will leave as the Hardcore Champion. It was only fair to Tavon that he got a rematch. He and Slim were standing on business when they were talking about the future of GSW and what they plan to do after No Guts, No Gorey.
Ring the bell, please.
Tavon and Scarlowy, one-on-one, the rematch from Royal Pain, this time without a third wheel. It will be a one-on-one. It will be a match where there can only be one man to stand tall and only one man to walk out as the hardcore champion. Will it be Scar or will it be Tay? So far, Tavon looks promising. He's back. Remember, no disqualifications in this matchup. Kick to the midsection by Tavon. Now let's see how quick this match can really take off. A flatliner. Flatliner by Tavon.
1,
Now the 10 count. That's how you win a last man standing match.
2,
If you survive the 10 count and your opponent doesn't, you win. But Scarlowy, clearly fresh. Another German. And Scarlowy immediately up to his feet and delivers a drop kick. Another champion trying to take control this early. Quick stage, and we're moving on to the next. This is really important for Tavon because this could be the only rematch he could get.
1,
And now the 10 count. Ocho Cinco and the Black Vengeance's
2,
association with the Hardcore Championship led to the end of Tavon
3,
Brooksdale's last reign. It ended at Royal Pain.
4,
Scarlowy ended up victorious.
5,
He didn't have any allies in that matchup at Royal Pain. He didn't even have any enemies.
6,
And now today, Tavon Brooksdale, he has got to find a way to get his championship back. But Scarlowy obviously determined not to let that happen. And that matchup at Royal Pain, it was Tavon's homecoming. That was a real heartbreaker for Tavon. I know it was. Nice pile driver. A tombstone pile driver by
1,
Scarlowy. The champion just refuses to let
2,
Tavon generate any offense.
3, 4,
These two are no strangers to one another. They know each other very well. Oh, some steps. Tavon dodged it. He ducked underneath. Scarlowy was looking for another cutter, but Tay caught him. And Scar gets down. But Tavon, oh, German. No German suplex this time as Scarlowy found his footing. Hold up. Chesty driller.
1,
A chesty driller from Scar.
2,
That might have put Tavon away.
3, 4, 5,
The count's moving quicker and quicker.
6,
And Tavon, slow to move.
7,
There's only a certain amount of time he can stay on the ground.
8.
He's got to get up if he wants to continue and at least have a chance. He at least gets up, but Scarlowy,
You trash. I run this shit all day, every day.
he threw him up in the air and he landed on his back.
You not like me, day. You lost your sauce.
And now Scar's tactics, the trash talk, trying to get in Tavon's head. I don't think that was a wise choice. I think that might have woke Tavon up instead of keeping him down. Because Tavon, he does not self-doubt himself at all. Spear gets caught. Tay gets hoisted. Down drop kick from Scar. Another drop kick from Scarlowy. He's up on top. I don't think Tavon realizes he's on top. Moonsault! The hardcore champion! He took it to the skies, but Tavon, I actually think he caught him on that moonsault. He faked Scarlowy out. Scar landed backwards on one of the barrels, and Tavon just delivered a leg drop. Yeah, I think that Scar woke Tavon up. Oh, now he dropped his back on the ladder.
1,
Working on the vertebrae.
2,
That way it makes it even harder for Scar to get up.
3, 4,
So many bumps in this match.
5,
Look how angry Scarlowy is inside. He's fuming. He's literally fuming inside. I bet he regrets waking up Tavon now with his words. He realized he should have just kept fighting and just shut the fuck up. He ducks underneath. Tavon misses. Tay charges in. Scar lands on his feet. The cutter intercepted! What a cutter from Tavon! And little brother Tay. Hawkeye's landing! Hawkeye's landing! Scar survives! Powerbomb! Look at how fast Tavon's going! LTR!
1,
Tavon has a chance!
2,
He has one chance!
3,
And he might get his hardcore title back right here!
4, 5,
Halfway point. Scar down.
6,
Tavon's up. And Scar back up on his feet. Tavon charging in! Spanish fly! Tavon gets back up! Picks Scar up! Oh no! Death Valley Driver! Scarlowy on his feet now! Oh my goodness gracious!
1,
The adrenaline in their veins! Adrenaline in their veins! This match is picking up! And it's not gonna go back down! Their energy is surging through the roof! And now there's some ladders and a table. These two are gonna take it to the skies. Scarlowy looking to be the first. Tavon meets him up there, but they're gonna go down! Through the table goes both of them! Tavon got the worst out of that though! ETN! ETN's nuts. Oh no! Avalanche Shiesty Driller!
1,
That is it!
2, 3,
Scarlowy humbled the crowd.
4,
He literally silenced them. They wanted to see Tavon upset Scar.
5,
This crowd just went
6,
from fucking energetic to flat out silent.
7, 8,
Scarlowy might have just wrapped up
9,
Tavon's chapter right here.
10. Ring the bell now.
And the 10 count has been made. Tavon couldn't answer. Scarlowy is gonna retain. Not only did he defeat Tavon in New Jersey last year, but he made a massive statement by defeating him again without a third wheel in Tampa Bay, Florida? That was peculiar. The lights were on, then it flickered off. Hey, wait a second. Look up top. Scarlowy didn't realize someone was up top. It was somebody in all black. He had a mask. Or two masks, it looks like. Scarlowy's eyeing at someone, and he knows this certain someone. Bojet Boston and Tito Craven's also here. The distraction for BJ opened the door. J-Mar trying to help and save Scar, but that plan backfired. BJ said Scar was gonna learn about what he was missing if he didn't join the vocation. And this is what both of them meant, actually. BJ and Tito have their eyes set on Scarlowy and J-Mar. BJ, for the main part, has his eyes set on Scarlowy's Hardcore Championship. Scarlowy's future might be in jeopardy. But That's on him to worry about, because right now what we got to worry about is Blanco and Xavier, Knightswood natives, going head-to-head in GSW for the King of Ladders Championship. Tables, ladders, and chairs only in the upcoming matchup. We will come to that next after the break. And I'm hearing the crowd too. A lot of mixed emotions.
Won't be just you leaving with a belt. I'll be leaving with one too.
You sure about that?
Yeah. Home field advantage for Brianna doesn't mean anything. I'm still gonna smoke her out her boots.
Well, are you gonna be about it?
Don't doubt me.
I'm not. I just want to make sure you back up what you're saying. Seriously. You're forgetting you're going up against one of the best in-street performers here.
Anything Brianna can do, I can do too. And even better, I might add. Just watch me later on.
After Gingerbread Head is out the way, your title's coming home with me, honey.
You wish, bitch.
You good?
Yes, baby, all good for real.
Ari lands in calling her shot at Ulyssa. It all depends on who escapes later on tonight, either Kenzie or Ulyssa in that first blood match for the United States Championship. Either way, whoever she has to face, she's looking to capture that United States Championship and bring it home to the Black Vengeance. But right now, our focus is on two Knightswood natives who are going to battle it out with tables, ladders, and chairs as legal weapons. Blanco Edmonds, Xavier Walker, one-on-one for the King of Ladders Championship. Back here in Tampa Bay with the King of Ladders Championship title on the line. Xavier and Blanco about to go at it one-on-one.
Ring the bell.
Tables, ladders, and chairs as we are underway. Blanco already taking it to the skies. Lands on his feet. Rolling Xavier up top. Xavier gets down. Kick to the midsection. That kick might have woke Blanco up immediately as he dumps Xavier, the egotistical champ, on his side. He landed shoulder first on the street. Blanco said that Xavier was just a lucky shot. He was just lucky that he became the champion that night in Chicago because the Black Vengeance got involved, and if y'all remember, they knocked out Vernon and Bentley, which allowed Xavier to easily get the King of Ladders Championship in his possession. But I know Xavier, he's looking to prove Blanco wrong. He kept saying that Blanco was mad, in fact, jealous, that Xavier copped the King of Ladders Championship. In fact, any title in GSW first before he did. Since these guys both arrived, they have been doing their best to make names for themselves, to keep their relevancy going. A lot of people do believe that Xavier did get lucky that night. They believe that Blanco can actually knock him off. I personally believe that he can. I believe anyone's able to knock anybody off, especially when there's a title on the line. And if Blanco's able to do that, it might be a historic night for him because the King of Ladders Championship, whenever someone has it in possession, it doesn't last. Well, Vernon, when he knocked off Bentley at No Guts, No Gorey last year, he was the only one who made it last until Jawville screwed him over. And Bentley, on the other hand, who was also screwed over by Jawville, he had the shortest reign with the King of Ladders Championship, which is actually recorded as the shortest reign in GSW history. And if Blanco can knock Xavier off here, that could change. Xavier looking real angry, more angry than hurt actually. He's getting a little ticked off that he's letting the challenger get away with this. He's got to step his game up. If he wants to prove Blanco wrong, he's got to step his game up. Like right here, now's the perfect time. He caught Blanco. He caught him in the air. Blanco lands on his feet. Xavier, full in his feet, gets caught, and Blanco hit a suplex on him. The ladders also moved, and I'm shocked they actually didn't go to the ground. Edmonds with Walker in the danger zone, and he's looking to go all the way up top. He's taking a big risk. Nobody home on the splash. Walker moved out of the way. Xavier baited him in. And now I see him. He's came back with a chair. He hit Blanco in the stomach, but Blanco puts Xavier back. Over the top, lands on his feet. He landed on his feet, now delivers the drop kick. Right near the eye, somewhere around the cheekbone. That was a pretty dangerous spot. That could have knocked Xavier's eye out. Another stage awaits. Let's see what we got. 2 tables, 1 ladder. Challenger. Try to catch the champ, but the champ sends the challenger onto the ladder. My fault, gang. My mic glitching out a little bit. But both of these boys sending each other onto ladders. I'm shocked they're not making ladders fall. Oh, look at the champ. Look at Walker. Oh! Breaker through the table. Xavier carried Blanco like a backpack, and now a splash. The champion turning things around. Walker trying to capitalize once again, but Edmonds drops him through a table. That might be it. But look at Blanco. He bought a bigger ladder. That ladder is tall as hell. Look at the height of that thing, and look at the height Blanco got on that splash. Momentum is switching back and forth, left and right between these guys, and I'm loving it. This is what happens when you have a title on the line. Nothing but ladders on this one. Nothing but ladders. Blanco, he just eyed at one of them. Probably looking to do another high-risk maneuver as he puts Xavier down with a power bomb. Likes to go for that moonsault. He hit it many times. He landed on his feet. Still caught Xavier. Hits a spine buster. Walker. Back up to his feet. Blanco's in the danger zone. DAA. As Walker pays respect to one of his idols, John Cena. Yo, look at Blanco's eyes. Look at his eyes, he's furious. And now both boys on top of the ladder, but Blanco wasn't on top for long. Walker drops the legs. I think Blanco's bleeding. When Xavier delivered that drop toe hold, yup, he's bleeding. To my point, when Xavier delivered that drop toe hold to Blanco, Blanco went in between the ladders. His head landed on one of them. And now off both men go. All the way to the top of the rooftops. Top of the rooftops. Top of the rooftops. We heading up to the rooftop. To the floor. Blanco's using the elevator, and Xavier's forced to take the steps. The champion's got a lot of ground to make up, because it looks like he's far behind. Look, Blanco going up floor by floor by floor by floor. And Xavier's forced to take stairway after stairway after stairway. Jerry Berger can't even keep up. Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, Blanco didn't even notice. Wixon. That asshole got involved. Most likely he did it because he's siding with Seek. Blanco arrived in GSW as backup to help Seek. And now, Blanco did something for himself. Wixon fucked it up, and because of this, Xavier's gonna retain and escape. The fans are pissed off. Not just at Wixon, but at Xavier too, because Xavier's an egotistical champion. He got lucky again. This is the luckiest he's gotten, and now look at Blanco taking anger and frustrations out on the ladders. And I don't blame him one bit. I don't blame him at all. The crowd is not happy. Blanco's not happy. Back-to-back matches. The crowd is livid. The whole city of Tampa Bay is going crazy with the "You Suck" chants. They're going crazy at Wixon and Xavier, at both of them. I can hear a couple of asshole chants too. That's going to go for Wixon and Xavier. One asshole helped another one. And they don't even know each other very well. Y'all seen it for yourself. I've seen it for myself. Blanco got robbed. Hashtag free Blanco. Hashtag Blanco deserves better. All we can do now is move on. Cece and Bonquisha are coming up next, so let's just take a little break. Get some snacks, get some drinks, get whatever the heck. And we'll be back.
A, get that cam on me. BJ, you're in trouble with me, you in a heap of trouble with me now. You know, Jay was right about you, I found out who you really were for myself. I might have let my guard down, and you might have knocked me on my ass, but you haven't broke me yet. Only way you're gonna have to break me for real, is if you knock me dead. In puddles of my own piss. And yo, I'll give you what you fucking want. Breaking point, you, and me, for the Hardcore Championship. Don't be surprised if I make you famous in the Raiders state, cause whatever I'm responsible for in Vegas, it will stay in Vegas. A Sin City date awaits. Don't miss it.
A massive challenge thrown out by Scarlowy to BJ. He wants to fight him with the hardcore title on the line. I hope Raji and Jacob are listening because they got to make that official very soon if they decide to. Right now, Cece and Bonquisha are out in the streets ready to fight. No weapons, just a pure wrestling match in the streets of Tampa Bay. Let's get over there. Bonquisha Parks makes her debut here tonight in Tampa Bay, Florida, against Cece Torres, who's looking to climb up to the top.
Ring the bell.
Of the GSW Women's Division. Drop kick! Drop kick already! Torres! Looking to make light work here tonight. The Peso Bomb! Peso Bomb, the cover! Two, and three! What?
Easy work. Brianna, Monica, whoever walks out of this city champ, you're mine.
Bonquisha burying! That's gonna be the first and last time you're gonna see her! Take that! Take that, you simps! I'm literally dying over here, bro. Alright, let's take another quick break. Vernon and Nidak. Steel cage match Coming up next.
I need this. Didn't know you were here.
I've been watching everyone I'm close to, real closely. So you know I had to show up here in Tampa. I'm proud of how far you've came. I'm glad you found yourself again. And good luck tonight, by the way.
All right, my girl, what's the catch?
I ain't your girl. Well, for now.
Can you not toy around with me, Nix?
Look, I always cared about you, but I needed distance because things were getting too chaotic, that's all. But like I said, you found yourself, and I've noticed.
The true discovery isn't made until that title is in my hands. That's the man I want to be at the end of the night. The head honcho of this place.
If you say so, bro. While you're eyeing at that, I'll be eyeing at getting back the Women's World Championship.
Good luck with that.
I'm going to the locker room. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
This guy.
That sounded just like Carnage. That sounded like his old voice. Maybe the demon is coming back into the world title picture. But I don't know. I can't confirm it. Wonder if this mysterious guy will have a role later on tonight, considering that he was stalking Nico and Nixie. But anyway, we got Vernon and Nidak in a steel cage match. In order for Vernon to get his hands on Javille Wims, he's got to get through one of his minions, and that is Nidak Clunker. They are patiently waiting out on the streets right now. Let's teleport over there to see what the outcome will be. After what Javille did to Vernon, injuring his sister, taking her out of management, it's only fair that Vernon gets his hands on Javille. But in order to do that, he's got to get past Nidak Clunker first. Clunker's record isn't very good. One hell of a competitor, but just has a lot of struggles. Just can't seem to get the job done, as shown right here. Kick out at 2. This is a steel cage match between two guys who were actually on the same page at one point. These guys were associates when they were in the Black Vengeance. Now they're going against each other. And this was a match I was hoping to see in the near future. Just never expected it to happen like this. For Vernon, it just became his life's mission to avenge his sister, to get revenge on Javille Wims. Because when you meddle with family, there is going to be hell to pay. And Vernon wants to make sure of that. Clunker stuck his nose in Vernon's business. And it didn't have to be like that. It could have just been Javille and Vernon. But Nidak, of course associating with Wims, just had to get involved. And that's what led to this matchup. Nidak trying to punish Vernon early. Gonna climb the stairs and he's looking for the rib slinger already, and he puts him through a table.
1,
Nidak,
2.
cover made. Oh, only 2. That finisher has put away Jarek Hardy, who we have not seen in a while since Breaking Point last year. It took 2 rip slingers to put him down. But Nidak obviously has to do more than that. Using the stairs as a weapon. Those are on Vernon's body. Oh no, I don't like this. Oh no, Nidak! Dropping the body weight on Vernon. He sandwiched him in between the broken table and the steps. Not good. Oh, and Vernon's bleeding. Oh, he's bleeding.
It didn't have to be this way.
Conker's back with a chair, yelling at Vern, but Vern catches Nidak. He caught him with the cutter. Excellent awareness by Hayward II. A pop-up cutter now. This time on the chair Nidak bought here. Vern's gonna cover to win. And Nidak kicks it too. Makes the escape. Vernon has to think outside the box. He's realizing it's going to take more than cutters to get this job done. We move on, and on this stage we have some barbed wire. Dangerous toys. Dangerous toys. Those are toys you're not supposed to be playing with! Oh my goodness. He went face first. Nidak went face first and look. Oh my goodness. Nidak's bleeding. That barbed wire cut him open. It cut him open badly. Vernon delivers a pile driver onto the barbed wire. The second time Nidak's head landed in the barbed wire. The cover made, but Conker kicks out once again. Lots of frustration shown by Vernon. You can see it in his face. You can see it in his eyes. He's got to go through so much hell just to get to Wims. A chair to the back, dropping Nidak to his knees. Vernon soars high, drops the legs on the head. But Conker absorbs the pain, kicks Vernon in the stomach, and now he gets caught, dropped down with the spine buster. Onto the concrete. Vernon will cover again. And two. Only two. Nidak somehow survives. I don't know how, but he somehow survived. We're moving on. Oh, some cinder blocks. 3 giant cinder blocks. And with Vernon up top, he's going to try to deliver a cross body, but he gets caught. Dropped onto his backside. What a move by Conker. Up top now, he gets caught. Look at, oh, he slipped down. Cutter made. Cutter's made. Vernon just got stunned. And Conker. The splash works this time. It works, but he's not done. Not done yet. Oh.
See, it didn't have to be like this.
Conker with all the power drops Vernon on his back. Crucial hit on the center box, another rip slinger. That's it. Nidak will cover
1,
2. And no! Vernon's alive! I don't know how Vernon still has the urge to progress. Only he knows. I don't know how, but Vernon knows. Look at the glass in that barbed wire chair. More danger incoming. Kick to the midsection. And now, Conker might be looking to send Vernon into the glass. But he gets tackled. Conker landed back first. And now he wants a pile driver. Hits it again. I think Vernon's going to do it. I think Vernon is going to put Nidak away to get to Wims. Senton made,
1,
cover made
2,
as well.
3.
And that is it. Vernon has won. And not just that, he will finally get to Wims. He said once Nedak's out the way, the path will be clear to get to him. And he's got a mic too.
You're out the equation. Jarville, after Slim and Nico blow you out, you're mine.
Tonight, one half of Vernon's mission has been successful. He's got the job done against Nedak. Now, once he gets a match with Wims and succeeds with that, his mission will be fully complete. But other than that, we will move on to the next match of this card. Eckler O'Malley, who's returning after a full year of sitting on the sidelines. It will be a no disqualification match between the two. A Hawkeye member and a Black Vengeance member. 1-on-1 after this.
Sleeping on the job?
I'm recharging.
Oh, so you run on electricity? Mate, I was just joking.
What do you want, Lindsay?
We can't just talk? We're friends, right? Come on, be honest. We're cool.
I'm usually not the type of guy to make friends, but I guess we're cool for now.
Glad to hear. So, after the show, you want to hang out? Maybe get a drink and get to know each other more? I still have something to do here, but I'll make time for us when the event comes to a close.
Just a drink and a deeper connection, that's all?
Yeah, why not?
Do what you need to do, and I'll meet you later.
All right. Meet me at room 133. Then we'll go from there.
No.
Want me to come to yours?
Meet me in front of the Raymond James Stadium. Then we'll go from there.
He's scared.
Flirty. Very flirty. But other than that, we'll be moving on to a no disqualification match between Eckler and O'Malley. Let's get into it. It's been a while. In fact, it's been about a year and a month. 13 months since we've seen O'Malley Tyrese Watkins in action, and he has finally made a return to GSW.
Ring the bell, please.
The bell's rung. We are underway. O'Malley's first match back in GSW against Eckler Thornton. Eckler's been eyeing at a big singles push. And there's no better way to start it off here against a rusty opponent like O'Malley. And in this no disqualification match, they will leave it all in the streets. Death Valley drivers made on the ladder Eckler brung. Thornton with more of the experience, more of the toughness. Oh, now popped him in the air, got the knees up. Caught him on the spine. Cover made by Eckler to end the match early, and O'Malley kicks out at 2. O'Malley claimed that he studied a lot on his time off in GSW. When he was sidelined on the bench and took a hiatus for a year, he said he studied a lot. He said he learned a lot. And tonight, he's got to put everything he knows and everything he's capable of together to defeat Eckler. But so far, it's been Eckler dominating O'Malley. O'Malley's rust is showing. This is what happens when you take a long break from fighting in GSW. Everybody who's been watching for a long time knows that O'Malley is legit an OG Hawkeye member. He doesn't respect Jarville, nor does he respect any of his associates. When O'Malley came back, his intentions were clear. He wanted to fight the Black Vengeance because he didn't respect them. He did not like what they were doing with GSW. Every time O'Malley tries to fight back, Eckler just shuts him down. He stopped the chest, and now the cover's made. Only 2 as O'Malley once again keeps this match going. O'Malley, oh, he pushed Eckler. Another drop kick. He finally got a hit in. And now for the first time, he's on the offensive side. O'Malley tossing Eckler. He just threw him. But O'Malley, oh, he caught Eckler DDT. He caught him. Excellent instinct by Tyrese Watkins. Oh, but Eckler only up at 1. Gets sent over the top. Landed on his feet. And now it's going to take O'Malley for a ride with the German suplex. Eckler's got a powerful upper body, especially in the arms, shoulders. Very strong upper body. And just before he could deliver the backdoor throw, O'Malley runs off. By what I'm seeing right now, O'Malley is just, he's been really rusty. This was not the dominant O'Malley from last year when he and Punisher Black teamed up to defeat the Baker brothers, and now, oh, not again. From a dominant O'Malley last year to getting owned this year. Eckler stomping O'Malley again on the chest. Cover made, and O'Malley kicks out. O'Malley actually kicks out. I know he's been getting owned, but he's not giving up easily. At this point, Eckler's just looking to brutalize O'Malley. Dropping the feet. Clocked him right in the head with the lid in play. Eckler, cover. 2. And O'Malley again kicks out. O'Malley believed that he can come back and he can bring the fight to Eckler, but I think now he's having second thoughts. As he gets up. Now Eckler just hit him with a street barrier. Now look at Thornton.
He ain't ready for this. He don't got it no more. He came back for nothing. Absolutely nothing.
The crowd telling Eckler to shut the fuck up as they just boo him to the next stage. And O'Malley, with an angry facial expression, gets up with a surge of urgency. There's a lot of chairs piled on top of each other. It's now both men on the fence. The kick! Oh! O'Malley turned it into a power bomb. Delivers a senton. But Eckler, look at that! How the hell did he pick him up? How the hell did he do that? He caught him, picked him up, and pile drove him. And Thornton gonna put him away with the Gonzo bomb. Now the cover, 2, 3. And just like that, on his own, Eckler picks up the win. Eckler's singles push has started. And only he knows if it's gonna elevate or not. There is a reign that has to be elevated for Ulyssa Murphy as she makes her first defense with the United States title on the line against Kenzie Ellington. First Blood will win this matchup. We'll see who will walk out the winner and who will leave with the United States Championship next.
He wanted this, so I'm gonna accept it for all it's worth.
I don't think you realize what you're doing. You literally pissed off the most dangerous man in GSW.
Dangerous? That's preposterous.
Scar is main event made. Never half-asses anything here. You'll find out.
BJ. Fuck is you dodging me for, huh? You not gon' lay hands on me and think everything's finna be okay after that? You wanna go one-on-one? We can take it outside right now.
Oh, you wanna play around and get fucked up?
Motherfucker.
Enough. We're not doing this bullshit tonight. Scar. I've been talking to BJ. And I know how badly you wanna fight now just by looking at you both at the same time. This is my final say. BJ and Scar away for the hardcore title. At Breaking Point, Las Vegas, Nevada. Fight without honor. Happy?
More than happy. On bro. Use a dead man.
I need a damn drink.
Scar Lowy wanted to fight BJ and he got his wish. BJ also wants to fight too. Raji has made it official for Breaking Point. Our next event after No Guts, No Gory. Jet Boston in his GSW debut will fight against the reigning and defending GSW Hardcore Champion Scar Lowy Etienne Jr. in Las Vegas. Things just got interesting. And this event, we just passed the halfway point. But fans, we turn our attention to Kenzie and Yulissa. First blood for the Women's United States Championship. Let's get into it right away. The second half of No Guts, No Gory kicks off here in Tampa Bay, Florida, as Yulissa, who's dripped out with Kai Hughes type of clothing, puts her title on the line.
All right, ring the bell.
Against Kenzie Ellington. First blood match. You gotta make your opponent bleed. That's how you win a first blood match. Yulissa suplexes Kenzie on the ground and is gonna look to suplex her again. It looks like she hits another one. 2 suplexes in a row to start it off. Yulissa's intentions for fighting nowadays, not only to put the Women's United States title on the line, not to just to prove to be a fighting champion, but to honor her boyfriend, Caillou Anderson, who was taken out thanks to the Black Vengeance, mainly Javille Wims. And Kenzie has had a lot of trouble trying to capitalize on big moments like this. Looks to finally get a title in her hands. Murphy, however, definitely not going to allow that to happen. Or at least she's going to try not to, as she's doing a good job keeping her opponent down. But eventually she's going to have to make her bleed. Both of these women put up banger matches in the past. Dynamic matches. And for the first time ever, they face each other one-on-one. This was a match that I kind of expected to see going forward in 2026. There's the Hawaiian Goddess with a German suplex on the champion. Back first on the streets. Gonna drop all her body weight on the champ as well with a senton. Ellington is currently in control. Now a chair to the back. Yulissa didn't notice until late cutter. She didn't realize Kenzie was back until she got hit in the back. Ellington looking for the dolphin dunk. Nobody home. And now Yulissa flips the switch. Exterminator got her. Exterminator. And now the champion might be thinking spear. Yulissa has track level speed and excellent power. Ellington got trucked. However, there's no blood anywhere. There's a table on this stage as look at Yulissa bouncing on the fence in front of the crowd. And now looking for the flapjack, but Kenzie landed on her feet, keeps her balance, Catches Murphy, and now the spinach one through the table! Holy cow! What a move by Ellington! We've seen that and Wrap It Up earlier this year in Chicago. And now another chair to the back. Kenzie taking control. Both of these women going back and forth, doing an excellent job. But the problem is they're not making each other bleed. Well, yet. They're definitely bringing the fight to one another, though. That's for sure. You can't deny that. Look at the height on those ladders, and there's another table. Kenzie switches over to the ladder on the left and gets caught. She got caught. Murphy dropping the Hawaiian goddess on her back with a suplex. The catch and the humongous back suplex to the table. Murphy drops down on the floor. German suplex by Ellington. It's Suplex City, baby. Suplex City. And now Kenzie drops the knees on Ulysses' head. Bare bones colliding with one another. No blood. Ellington gonna go down. And Murphy, she bought a ladder on this stage. Kenzie gets dropped on her head. And the champion. Not impressed. Not impressed. There's no blood. Ulyssa showing respect, paying homage to her boyfriend Caillou with the banana blast. There's a surge of energy that Kenzie feels in her veins. She knows this is an opportunity she cannot let slip by. 4 things on this stage. As champion and challenger viciously stare at one another. They both charge in. Kenzie on her feet. Gonna climb on top of the steps. Ulyssa surveys and kicks Kenzie in the knees. Dropped her in that cinder block. On top, Meteora! The Meteora! Now the champion has some weapons to choose from. All she has to do is make Kenzie bleed, and she'll win. I think right here, Ulysses gonna finish it. Whatever she's going for, if she can bust Kenzie open, no! She won't be able to. DDT by Ellington on the cinder block. And now Kenzie's got a chance. Here she goes. Dolphin dunk by Ellington. Got all of it and now going to use the steps, but she didn't notice Ulyssa got back up on her feet. That dolphin dunk didn't do anything to her. Oh my gosh, she got a toolbox to the head. Kenzie got clocked in the head and Ulyssa smiling.
That's it. Ring the bell.
She busted Kenzie open with the use of that toolbox, and she's gonna retain and escape Tampa Bay. Still the United States champion. Ulyssa gets the job done. Kenzie took her eyes off her opponent and fell just short. Ulyssa's first title defense in the books, and we will move on. It's all about revenge after what happened in the Reach for the Sky tournament between Ainsley McCullough and Karicho Tachizuka. Tampa Bay street fight between these two. Revenge is the name of the game for Karicho. And as for Ainsley, well, he's got to find a way to get rid of this problem he started. Ainsley and Karicho coming up next after this little break. So step aside, guys. We'll be back in a brief moment.
Hey Shayna.
Not in the mood, bruh. Go away.
Are you alright? Yeah, 'cause you been through it out there.
Tell me something I don't know, why don't you? I want you both to get out of my face before someone gets hurt, alright? Go. Get stepping. Dumb bitches.
Where are you going this early?
They ruined everything. They ruined my reign. And I really lost my shot tonight. The Black Vengeance fucked me over, and Scar is what's mine.
I understand, little brother. Don't worry. Next time I know you'll get that hardcore title.
There's not gonna be a next time. Unless Jadaville and the rest of his goons leave this place, I'm not staying here. I quit.
Kid, I did not teach you to be a quitter.
Then you send those assholes packing tonight and make sure they never come back. I'm going home.
Wims, you're a dead man.
Slim Brooksdale has a lot of pressure. He's got a lot of weight on his shoulders he has to carry into the main event later on tonight. He's not only defending the GSW World title against Javille Wims again, but also Nico Joseph. He's defending GSW from both of these guys who want the GSW World Championship. We'll get into that a little bit later, but right now, we have Ainsley and Caricho we need to see. A Tampa Bay street fight, and it's all about revenge for Caricho after Ainsley screwed him out of the Reach for the Sky tournament. Will Caricho get his revenge, or will Ainsley take advantage of Caricho once again? We will find out right away. Ainsley owes Caricho a debt after what happened in the Reach for the Sky tournament earlier this winter. There will be a lot of weapons involved. There will be no disqualifications, and Caricho immediately shutting down Ainsley. Just before the ref could even call for the bell, these two already going at it. It's going to be a back and forth battle. It is going to be a war. Ainsley quickly covers, and Caricho kicks out at 1. It was at Wrap It Up Chicago where Caricho entered GSW. He made his presence felt that night. Ainsley didn't approve of it. He didn't give him a warm welcome, and then he screwed him over. He literally just used a chair in the Reach for the Sky tournament and then got Caricho disqualified. Tonight here, there will be no disqualifications, as I said earlier.
1, 2.
And there's a kick out by Ainsley at 2. There's going to be a lot of physicality tonight. There's going to be a lot of technical wrestling here. And with the use of weapons, of course, it's going to make things more interesting. Oh, look at Caricho using a stop sign. And the cutter connects. The cutter connects and Ainsley landed into the chair. Caricho drop kicks Ainsley. And sent the chair backwards as well. Tachizuka so far taking control, doing a pretty good job. And McCullough, that drop kick made him bleed. There is blood all over his forehead. Literally, he got lacerated, bro. There are 2 tables stacked on top of one another. And Caricho way up on top of the ladder. Ainsley climbing on the other side, but he got stopped in his tracks. And the Taiwan native continues to control this matchup. Ainsley ran off, probably just to take a breather. He's forgetting that Caricho is one of the best wrestlers around the world, around Go Animate. Excellent technical wrestler, born street fighter. Learn from some of the very best around the world. And now a power bomb through the tables! McCullough got clipped! Carricho covers! Can he get no? He can't get revenge. He didn't succeed yet. Carricho, oh, he comes back with the knee! The running knee strike, 1, 2, Ainsley kicks out! That running knee strike made famous by Kenta and Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson is actually one of Carricho's all-time favorite wrestlers. He likes to use that knee strike a lot. For some reason, it didn't put Ainsley away. I thought it did, but unfortunately for Carricho, it didn't. There's another sign, and then a ladder. Placed down in the street, moonsault gets caught. Death Valley driver, McCullough hits it perfectly. And now McCullough trying to wake up, trying to generate some offense of his own. And now he clips Carricho! The jump and the DDT! And I think his head might have connected on the edge of that ladder. Carricho, however, still alive. Look at McCullough, the crimson mask of blood on his face. The blood just ain't stopping. Look at that! A trap stomp! Something we see from the world champion Arislan Brooksdale. And that busted Carricho open. I don't know if y'all got a shot. Oh, there it is. Carricho's bleeding. That trap connected perfectly. And McCullough hits Unbound! Perfect connection. Here's the cover by Ainsley. Carricho able to kick out. Ainsley's pissed. And now look at the shooting star. He hits that perfectly.
1.
Cover.
2.
2. No! Carricho again kicks out. Every single time you just get closer to 3. So many late kickouts by both of these guys. And now we move on. This street fight is picking up little by little. Uh-oh, a barbed wire board. That barbed wire is so fatal. So fatal, and Carricho almost got a taste of it. But he stops McCullough, and now the German lands, the German suplex. But McCullough picks him up again, gets down. Carricho, once again, another German suplex. Very close to that barbed wire board. And now I think he's going to put Ainsley in it with another power bomb. Just like we seen with the 2 tables earlier. He lands another power bomb, but this time on the barbed wire. Ainsley got a real taste of that. He's hurting. And Carricho eyeing at the knee strike once again. He connects. The running knee. 1, 2. Ainsley survives. Just barely. Both of these boys constantly using their best moves, their best finishers to end this match, but it's not working. And I know everyone, even the crowd, is trying to figure out what is it going to take to end this. Unbound by McCullough didn't do it. The knee strikes by Carricho couldn't do it. What is it going to take to end this match? There's a barbed wire table there. That could put either one of these guys away. McCullough speared Carricho. And now going to use that barbed wire he bought on this stage against him with Unbound. He got him. Carricho's down. Ainsley covers and no! The same result. 2, How did Carricho kick out of that? This man landed on barbed wire. Ainsley doing whatever he can do. What is this? Oh, wait. A version of the one-winged angel. It damn sure wasn't as accurate as Kenny Omega's. But that could have been enough to get the job done. McCullough couldn't even stand out. He covers. Two. No! McCullough more infuriated than ever. And now he's lining up for a knee of his own. The knee doesn't connect the counter. Powerbomb. Carricho. Over the top. Down he goes. The eviscerator. And now Carricho. He wants the knee to get revenge on the man who screwed him over, that took him out of the Reach for the Sky tournament. He's gonna take his head off! The knee! 1, 2, 3! What a war! And what a breakout match for Carricho Tetrazuka! My voice is cracking up, bro! Rah! Carricho gets the job done and defeats Ainsley. That was chaotic. So much respect to wrestling icons out there. But now, since that's out the way, we move on. It's Dread, it's Seek, a Buccaneer brawl for the first time ever in GSW. There will be a lot of barrels, there will be treasure, there will be swords, there will be anything Buccaneer related. Dread formed a little alliance with Buck and Wixen. And now, Seek has his eyes locked on Dread. If he can get past him, he could have one more shot at revenge on Wixen in the future. So we'll take a break and we'll come back to this match up next.
I'll get my forehead stitched up when the show ends. Can't miss Brianna fighting Monica. Regardless who survives tonight, I'm studying both of them to know what I'm in for in Vegas.
As soon as the show ends, I know what me and Javille will be doing. Ginormous dinner, maybe a little Netflix and chill. Then we'll take over GSW from there.
Netflix and what?
If you know, you know.
You freaky as fuck.
We've been dating since junior year. It's been damn near 3 years between us. Maybe if you dated someone you'd get it.
I'm trying to win titles in my adulthood, not take a risk with 18 years of my life.
You live life your way, I'll live mine my way.
Bitch, focus on your match with Rosie.
Already won it.
She was real public with that.
Can I help you?
Just wanna say congrats on your win, and good luck in Vegas.
Thanks. Don't focus on him. Focus on that championship.
Ari loves Javille a little bit too much, bro. And Shaniqua, obviously being the number one contender, the new number one contender, I should say, for the Women's World title, she definitely needs to put her focus on the second to last match on this card and Breaking Point. But right now, our focus is on... Hold on, guys, hold on. Before we get to Dread and Seek, there's something going on in the back. It's Xavier!
Go.
And the Black Vengeance! It's a 3-on-1 assault in the garage where the buses are supposed to be parking soon.
I fucking had it with people like you. Walker, I can end your career right now if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna do that tonight. I help you out in Chicago, expecting you to lead with your title by example, and all you do is open your mouth. Why is that? Huh? You haven't done anything but get lucky, and that's how you wanna be? I got something for egotistical motherfuckers like you.
Xavier, obviously a successful defense against Bronca Wims. No! Oh my God!
Understand. This is the cost of doing business correctly.
Wake up, and you won't have to tug and roll again.
The Black Vengeance make yet again another statement to the Knightswood native Xavier Walker. Now I know that Xavier, he's been pretty egotistical. He's been a mouth runner, but I don't think he deserved anything like this. And this is what Jarville meant. This is the type of fuel that keeps Jarville going. Shutting up everyone that's dragging this company down with their attitudes, with their egos. We now know that Xavier's going to need some medical attention, guys, but I'm just really worried about what the outcome will be tonight. If Jarville somehow, and I pray he doesn't, finds a way to get the world title tonight. We all got to root for Nico or Slim, bro. Out of one of the two. But other than that, we shall move on to Dread and Seek. They are ready to fight. It's a Buccaneer brawl between both of these boys. A very personal grudge match between these guys. Let's get into it right now. Let's not waste any more time. For the first time ever, Seek and Dread will fight one-on-one in a Buccaneer brawl. It is going to be a back-and-forth battle. It is going to be a dogfight. It is going to be a fucking war here in Tampa Bay, Florida. Dread, the one who sided with Winston and Buck just to spite Seek. He didn't take Seek as a threat. He didn't think he was scary. In fact, he didn't even think that Seek even know what the word scary meant until he met Dread. And Dread looking to prove how dominant he is tonight. Two indestructible forces, and Seek, the guy who really ignited this feud by breaking in Dread's home, attacked him for siding with those assholes. And here's Dread with the German suplex. Dropping Seek on the upper back. High stakes here. Very personal battle between both of these guys. As Dread covers and Seek kicks out at one. I also want to mention the fact that there could be a factor for Dread in his favor, the size difference. Dread is a very tall guy. He's a very heavy guy. He is actually very hard to fight against. He always is on his feet. He doesn't like to stay on the ground. He brings the fight to everybody. It's really hard to keep up with Dread in GSW. That is why he's currently undefeated. Dread with the size and the strength. Those are the advantages he has. Seek has to use his speed to get the better of him tonight. He's got to outsmart him. He's got to outrun him. He's got to do everything he can to put Dread down. But to put Dread down is literally hard. As I said before, he's an indestructible force. He takes pain like it's nothing. Like a butterfly is just landing on his skin or something. He doesn't feel any pain. I don't even think he feels anything. There's some anchors. Oh, Seek lands on his feet. Balance, drop kick, but Dread not on the ground. This is what I mean. This is exactly what I mean. And just after that drop kick, Seek landed on the anchors. Who took him off the ship? The Buccaneers need that. Anyways. Oh, a barrel! Dread clocked Seek in the head with it. That's a heavy barrel. Now he drops it on his freaking stomach. Look how angry Dread is, man. If I ever got into a fight with Dread, I'd be frightened. If anyone did, they should be frightened too. I don't even think Dread's human. Look at that! He threw Seek on that little boat. And now he's looking for the splash. And, oh, Seek! He got out the way! Now Seek using his quickness. He's got to stop hesitating. Time's a wasting. You don't want to give Dread too much time. Because if you give him too much time, he's going to get back on his feet. And just like that, C kicks him in the midsection. That might have just angered Dredd. Look at him. He's just getting more and more angry. Oh, the decon! Dreadful cutter of doom! Seek survives it. Now Seek showing his indestructible side. Spear caught over the top and down on the barrel. Seek looking for a spear, but Dredd counters! He trucked him like a bison! Dredd's strength kicking in! Cutthroat driver! What a play! One, two! Seek kicks out! Just like the other matches on the card, this match is picking up little by little. Seek sluggishly following Dredd. That cutthroat driver, that might have stunned him. And that could leave him a little hurt for the rest of the match. Look at Dredd balancing on the fence, eyeing at that table. All legal to use. That chest as well, even that chair. Oh, wait a second. Seek using his strength. Using his strength. Oh my goodness. Dredd is down. That table got destroyed. Seek splash. Covered by Seek on Dredd, and Dredd kicks out at two. He slithered out of it. He somehow slithered out of that. Now gonna use that treasure chest as a weapon, throwing it at Dredd's head. Oh no!
How's it feel, you piece of shit?
All the anger that Seek has built up inside for months, finally unleashing. All the hell and the hurt. Oh my God! The spear didn't work! It didn't work on Seek this time! As Dredd is bleeding as well, gooey intoxication lands! That's it! Dredd is down! Two! No! How the fuck is Dredd still in this? Absolutely indestructible. Physically, emotionally, mentally. And now Seek on this stage with some doubloons, a barbed wire board, and now he's gonna probably take flight. Wait! Oh no, not this asshole! Get him out of here! This piece of shit! Again!
You're done. You are fucking done.
This is how Wixon defeated Seek in Chicago! They tried to use the same method here, but it failed! It backfired! And Seek spears Dredd! Both boys are down! Seek splashes them both! He got two for the price of one now. He'll cover to end this match. And another kick out by Dredd! Are you kidding me? Another kick out! This match is insane! Seek dropping Dredd back first onto the board. Perez is up! He's gonna drop his former mentor on the golden doubloons! He dropped him on the head. Bronco! Here for revenge! And he's gonna take Wixon out of this matchup. Well deserved after what happened. Drop kick. Seek lands the drop kick. And now Dredd lands a back splash. This is a back and forth onslaught! This match is insane. Absolutely rambunctious. Both of these guys doing everything they can do. This, by far, man, is the most chaotic match of the night so far. There's some glass on the floor, and Dredd almost landed in it. Found his footing, gets caught. Gorey intoxication, hit for the second time. Dredd absorbed the pain. Up, power bomb. And now, spear drop kick by Dredd. He caught Zeke right off guard. And with that vile look on his face, he wants the killer move, the Tiger Driver. Tiger Driver 91. That might put him away. Here! What? Dredd is absolutely flabbergasted. Maybe that might be why Buck is here. A man who also has hatred for Zeke. The Buckhorn lands. The numbers game is getting the better of Zeke again. And now with the glass in play for the second consecutive time, he hit Tiger Driver 91. And because of the assistance, Dredd's gonna escape with a victory over Zeke. I am speechless. After all of that, after all the work Zeke put in, he came up short, and Blanco's back with a mic. They're about to stand on business.
You three boys are a bunch of cowards. All you wanna do is hit and run away like nothing happened. Wixen, I already knew you were an ungrateful piece of shit, but I never knew you were a dumbass on top of that after what you did to me. So I'm not gonna do this just for Zeke, but I'm gonna do this for myself as well. Come Breaking Point this summer, I'm going to kick your motherfucking ass. And when I give you that ass whooping of a lifetime, the relevancy with your name in it will die.
It's no surprise that GSW is filled with dumbasses. Dumbasses like Buck Waller, not leaving things be. Dumbasses like Dredd, who should have never hopped in this situation to begin with. Dumbasses like Wixen, trying to sabotage the guy who made him who he is. Buck. Dredd. Protect that kid as long as you can, but remember, you both will have your day. If I need to get through one of you, or both of you, to end Wixen, then I can, and I will. You three are on our radar, and you're all dead men.
Another couple losses for both of these boys tonight, but they're already looking at breaking point. They want revenge on Buck, Wixen, and Dredd. They have their eyes set on the future immediately. There is a synonym that is similar to revenge, and that is vengeance. A member of the Black Vengeance, Ari Lansing will face Rosie Anderson for the second time in her career. It is no holds barred between both of these ladies. A very personal matchup. Two back-to-back personal matchups. This one and the next one. But anyway, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, these two ladies are going to tear the house down.
He just straight up quit.
That's rare coming from him.
Never in my life did I teach him to quit out of nowhere. Never did I ever.
Tonight, there will be multiple lessons BV shall learn. He fucked with my family, so I'm gonna ruin his.
Yes, indeed. From here on out, whoever is on the side of justice, we must stick together at all costs. Deal?
Correctamundo.
Whatever it takes, gang.
All right, good. Less than an hour away from the main event. Time to make it count.
I want Wims gone tonight. And I'm gonna make sure he's sent packing for good.
While Slim, O'Malley, and Vernon made a pack, it looks like Vernon has some other plans, not just to help Air Slim stay in control of GSW, but to get rid of Javille once and for all tonight. Don't be surprised if he plays a key role in the main event later on. We'll get to that very soon. About 30 to 45 more minutes, somewhere around there. But first, we go to Rosie and Ari. The second match ever between these two ladies in the making. Right here, right now. The last time these two women faced off, it was for first blood. That was in Chicago. But here tonight in Tampa Bay, it doesn't matter who bleeds first. It don't matter how much blood they lose.
Ring the bell.
It's going to be a battle no matter how long or short it is. This is no holds barred. This is a very heated grudge match between these two ladies. They've been going at it for months. It's anything goes. There are no rules. When you're like Rosie, when you're fighting for your family, there's literally no giving up in you. You're fighting to the end. You keep on going. And right there, Rosie keeps on going. Kicks out at 2. Landing with a very evil look on her face. Suplexes Rosie and drops her on her back. In that first blood match, Rosie currently holds Ari's number at 1-0. This saga could change. It could be a tie between these two. And Ari comes back with a chair, using it as a weapon, but Rosie puts it down. Gets rid of it for a brief second. Gets kicked in the midsection by Lansing. Trying to create some space, just a little bit of distance. Gets pushed back, and Rosie delivers a drop kick. Rosie delivers a drop kick. And now she'll take the reins. Eyeing at the chair, and now gonna slam Ari's back onto it. Rosie covers Lansing here, and Lansing makes the escape at 2. So a close fall. Not successful, only 2. This match continues. Ari's starting to realize that she's letting Rosie cook a little bit. She can't let her cook too much. She's got to find a way to put Rosie down. She's got to find a way to beat her for the first time. Oh, Rosie didn't even notice Ari behind her, and Ari just snuck in a German suplex. Rosie felt that in her spine. She took a nasty fall. And now, trying to create a little bit of separation. Ari kicked the barrel. And now charges in, gets thrown over the top. And her upper back flattened the chair. The chair got flattened. And Rosie might hit a tombstone pile driver right here. She hits it. The tombstone lands, the cover made as well, and Lansing again kicks out at 2. I'm kind of shocked that Rosie can still stand after that German suplex landed by Ari. This has been a fun night, though. This has been a really fun night. So much action between every single fighter who stepped onto the big stage. Rosie about to take flight. No one home in the splash. She misses. Lansing gonna go up top herself. She's gonna hit a splash of her own, it looks like, but the knees got up. Rosie's knees got up. And now Rosie with another chance. She has another chance. She's gonna go midway on the ladder. Operating quickly. Drops over body weight with the senton. She landed on her throat, it looks like. Maybe the chest area. But regardless, Ari kicks out at 2, keeping this match alive. What is Rosie thinking about doing to Ari now? Oh! Dropping her back on the pipes. And now Lansing's back taking some punishment. Rosie operating quickly again. Hits the 450. Stupendous athleticism.
1, 2.
The cover made, and Ari once again kicks out at 2. It's just been the same result for the past couple minutes. There's no giving up with Ari either. You can't count either of these ladies out. Another splash miss. Uh-oh. I don't think Rosie's aware. Ari's about to use some speed in the knees. Pretty patellas. That might have knocked her out. Might have knocked her
2.
freaking head off. Oh, and she kicks out at 2. She's alive. Wow. Those running knees, the pretty patellas didn't get the job done for Ari. What will for her is the question, because that's one of her main finishers. The suplex lands on the steps. And now Lansing. Oh no, this girl's crazy. Oh my God, Rosie's face just got spiked. And I just heard some blood splatter, and as you can see, Rosie's bleeding. Her forehead got clipped. And on top of the fence, Ari delivers a stomp on the way down. Ari with a big opportunity here to capitalize. Meteor on the wound. The bloody wound. The cover made as well. Rosie kicks out. I thought that was it, bro. I thought that done it. Dead ass. I thought that was it. Because Rosie, she got her head caved right into the freaking concrete. No weapons. No weapons. Are we finally going to call it after a while? Oh, shit, bro. I think we are. Gang, we heading up. We heading up to the rooftop, to the flow. Never gets old. I love saying it. It never gets old, man. Never gets old. Both women taking different paths. Garrettsburg with Rosie, and now, oh, not this asshole. When he's here, you know there's going to be trouble. There's going to be trouble. And Rosie better be careful. I don't even think she realizes, you fucking asshole. You piece of shit. Oh, no. You dare to put your hands on someone's little sister. And now look at Ari. She just strutted and now she's on the cover. Are you kidding me?
1, 2, 3.
Bro, are you fucking kidding me? Because of Jawville, Ari evens out the record between herself and Rosie. Rosie's knocked out. Right. Well, there's none anyone can do now. This is already in the books. Ari defeated Rosie because of Jawville, and the crowd, they are really turned up for this next match. Brianna Tucker, the home state hero, will defend her title for the first time ever in a beach brawl. The first ever beach brawl in GSW against the challenger, Monica Xavier. It's about to be a high-flying classic between these two upcoming stars. We will find out who will walk out of Tampa Bay next. And I know that Shaniqua's going to keep a real close eye on what's going to go on in the back. So we'll take a break, and we'll see these two women get crazy in the sand.
Disaster.
Yeah, I think Tavon went crazy in here and cracked his skull open with a bottle.
Explains the glass shards.
Wixen and Dread.
It's that masked guy again. You just eyed at Wixen and Dread leaving the room. And this was the room that Wixen said Tavon destroyed. And if that's the case, well, according to Wixen, then that must explain why Tavon left in a huff, angrily with blood all over his face. And that guy, that masked guy sounds just like Carnage. And we know Carnage, he associated himself with Wixen and Dread before he was taken out by Blanco in Chicago. But I know that Carnage and Tavon, they know each other very well too, but I don't know, man. This is really discombobulating. What we need to focus on right now, instead of focusing on that masked guy, Wixen and Dread, is Monica Xavier and Brianna Tucker. A beach brawl for the women's world title. We're about to go crazy on the shoreline, so let's get over there. These two ladies respect the hell out of one another, but they will have to put their friendship aside as they will face off here in Tampa Bay, Florida, Brianna's home state, a beach brawl for the Women's World Championship.
Please ring the bell.
This was a very special match coming into this night, bro. This is going to be like a game of cat and mouse. Who can catch each other off their game? It's all about speed, agility, and aerodynamics between these two ladies. Both of these women known to be very physical fighters, but they're very experienced high flyers. Some of the best high flyers you'll ever see. Spanish fly by Monica, and the champ already back up on her feet. And oh, she sucked the landing. Finds her footing and lands an Eagles view on the stomach. Champion and challenger. Back and forth battle so far. Another Eagles view. This time from the fence onto the ground. The cover made by the champ and a kick out at 1. Fast pace. Very fast pace. And unlike most matches in GSW, the terrain here is actual sand. Like, you are not on the street, so balance is going to have to be a factor for both of these women too. I said that because you never know if the sand's going to be uneven. So far, it does look straight. It does look smooth. Like the streets are. Oh, Monica got caught. Brianna landed a Spanish fly of her own. And now gets popped up in the air. Gets dropped down on the damn beach chair. The power bomb landed by Monica. And she almost got the win. She almost stole the women's world title right there. And now hits a standing moonsault. This match has picked up already. We're not even 3 minutes in since the bell rung. Brianna, oh, great awareness. She caught Monica. Now drops her on her head. Look like a tombstone. Tombstone power driver. Now springs up. Cutter. The cutter caught her right off guard. The cover made as well by the champ. Monica escapes. First ever beach brawl match. I never thought I'd see this type of match in GSW. Brianna hits a moonsault from the beach chair onto the sand. Hits another one. She's going for another one. 3 consecutive moonsaults in a row. How about that? Perfect execution. 1, 2. And again, Monica kicks out. Brianna, the Royal Eagle, looking pretty frustrated. And Monica not backing down. She's determined to pull off an upset, one of the most major upsets in GSW history here tonight. If she can find a way to beat Brianna for the Women's World title in her first defense. And there's a table. A sky blue table. Oh, Monica didn't expect Brianna to soar over it. She connected with a splash. I think she expected Brianna to get down and fight her on the ground. And now Brianna just threw her. Shoulder
One,
first,
two.
cover made. Monica just barely kicked out of that one. These counts are getting closer to 3. These falls are getting closer. Monica picks the champ up. Hammerhead. Oh, Brianna, she just sprung up. Now she went over the top of Monica. Barely got any height over her. And now Monica again. Hold up, hold up. Brianna counters. What a counter. What a play. Drop kick. Didn't even move Brianna by much. Eagles view lands on the chest. She wasn't aware Monica was up, and now she drops her. What a cutter. What a firefight, man. What a fucking firefight between these two. Monica back in control. And now with Brianna on the table, Monica has a lot of options here. She might be looking for a kill shot. She brings a ladder. She likes that Swanton. She calls it the Sweetie Pie Sundown. If she hits it, she might throw Brianna in her home state. Got 100% of it. Is this it? Can she dethrone her here? No! That was very close. But just at the last second, Brianna survives. Now what does Monica do from here? One of her main finishers didn't get the job done. What does she do now? And what does Brianna do here? She's giving the challenger too much time to be in control. And now she's on top of the dune. Oh wait. Pop-up powerbomb by Tucker! And she got some height. Remember, she was on the dune. And Brianna gonna hit her finisher. The Royal Plunge! That's it, she's gonna retain! Tucker's gonna retain in her own state. No, she won't! Now Monica able to make a last-second escape. That escape was very close, it was very narrow. But this match continues. Tucker with fury in her eyes. Regardless of the friends are done. Speed by Monica. Great counter. Monica with a chance. Over the top. The second time she hit the Sweetie Pie Sundown. She'll cover. Can she win it all? No, she can't. Another kick out. She is absolutely flabbergasted. Monica still determined to land the kill shot. What the hell was that? Who is that? Someone in black just pulled up and hit Monica from behind. I think there was a coffin lid or something. Who? What in the world is this? What is Lindsay doing here? Oh, hold up! The distraction opened the door! Tucker retains! Lindsay distracted Monica! Tucker retains! She saw the opening, she took it. But she does, I can tell by her face, she just feels a little guilty. And Monica's not aware if they planned this or, I don't know.
Fuck you!
Oh, but she's pissed. She is pissed. Well, Monica and Lindsay, it looks like... Wait, hold on a second. What the hell? Shaniqua here. Shaniqua was here. She in the house. She on the shoreline. And she's sending a message to the Women's World Champion.
This will be my title, bitch.
Oh, Brianna, she has to worry about two things. Her friendship with Monica after what happened with Lindsay distracting her. And now she got to worry about Shaniqua too. Come breaking point. And now, fans, we have came so fucking far. The crowd is silent. They are worried about what the outcome will be for this main event right here. The main event of No Guts, No Gory. The story can end in three ways. Either Jarville Wims takes over GSW with his goons, Slim Brooksdale stays in control, and GSW is still at peace. Or Nico Joseph, he could control GSW, and his road of redemption could finally be complete this early. I'm worried myself. I don't know what the outcome will be, but there's only one way to find out. We are going to take a break, and when we come back, the final match of the night will be underway.
This is more than a match for all three of us. This is about the security of GSW we're talking about. We're talking about the power, the control, and the role of being the head honcho of this company. We are three men in this story, looking to wrap up three different endings.
I, Slim Brooksdale, I'm looking to make sure the lessons that my opponents haven't learned will be learned for life.
I am Jarville Wims. I am going to charge into the mouth of war in Tampa Bay and onwards. It is recommended to back down while you can. Get out the way while you still have a chance to. Cause the change is near. I will be the change to turn this place around no matter what I gotta go through. I don't want to be the world champion. I need to be the world champion. I'm not gonna waste my life chasing anybody or anything except that world title. And when I get my hands on it, I will lead this place better than either of you ever could. Slim Wims. Watch and see.
This is it. The final match of the night. The final match on this card here in Tampa Bay, Florida. No Guts, No Gory's main event. Jarville Wims and Nico Joseph, the challengers, challenging the GSW World Champion Slim Brooksdale. A three-way match. A triple threat match for the GSW World Championship. There are three different endings that could happen. There are three sides to this story. Who's going to walk out the champ? Who's going to end the story in their favor? And who is going to leave with all the power and all the control in this company? We will find out right away. These three boys have put all their cards on the table. They're going to put everything on the line in this gigantic title match. A triple threat. This honestly is one of the biggest title matches in GSW history to date.
Ring the bell, please.
It's because Jarville wants all the power. Brooksdale wants to keep this place in check with peace and freedom. And Nico wants to complete his road to redemption as early as he can. These three boys are going to have a war. And that's definitely said for Brooksdale and Wims. They have a lot of history with one another. 3+ years of blood, sweat, tears, and hatred between those two. And Joseph also added to the mix after what happened in the Reach for the Sky tournament. It was that last man standing match where Ekra got involved. Jarville agreed to not get any of his guys involved. He broke that rule, and Raji decided to make it real fair by adding Joseph to this title match. That's why it's a triple threat. And Joseph might close the door shut on both of these boys with the Swanton! That ladder also got them sandwiched. And now Joseph, he's going to cover Wims for the world title. Kick out at 2 by Jarville. Near fall wasn't enough. The key to this match is honestly to take out the biggest threat. And Nico and Slim, they were doing that for a couple seconds. But then Nico landed that drop kick. The biggest threat, obviously everyone knows, is Jarville Wims. He's a power-hungry piece of garbage on air here by any competitor we've ever seen in GSW to date. Here's Jawville, face buster on Brooksdale. He's up on his feet, and Slim charges in. Wims pushes him back, and a suplex by Brooksdale. Challengers and champ bringing the fight to the table as Joseph lands a hammerhead on the champ. And now he charges at Wims, gets popped up. Good counter by Nico. The DDT lands on the chair. The importance of the GSW World title is highly important to these guys. As Brooksdale looking for a Hawkeye's landing. And look at Wims. He's going to deliver the German suplex. Wow.
It didn't have to be this way.
And you can hear the rage in Jawville's voice yelling out, it didn't have to be this way, but Wims wanted this. He made it personal with these guys by being an asshole, and Brooksdale kicked out at 2. Joseph's going to walk on by. Wims is going to walk past Brooksdale, and Brooksdale, the third one on his feet, going to follow both challengers. So on to the next stage we go. Wims has Joseph and lands the Death Valley driver in front of the table. Nice spear by Brooksdale. Wims took his eyes off the champ. That's what you can't do. And now he's looking for a Hawkeye's landing. Oh, he's going up top. He wants to land it even higher. From the ladder, onto the table. He hits it perfectly. And now Joseph charges in. Air Slim gives him a Hawkeye's landing too. Joseph and Wims stacked on top of each other. The cover made and both boys kick out. Now the champion in control. Gonna take it to the skies a little bit higher. Moonsault delivered. Jawville. The deadlift German suplex. The power in Wims' legs got enough height to land that perfectly on Brooksdale. And now Wims lands a backsplash on Joseph. Slim. Spinebuster. No. Wims gets down. And a spear by Jawville. Slim's back clipped that ladder. Jawville covers. Nico breaks it up. Both Wims and Joseph moving on. Brooksdale's left behind, and there's some cinder blocks. Those cinder blocks are dangerous weapons, and they are meant to play for all three of these guys. Jawville lands a cutter. Nico was trying to land one too, but Jawville read it first. And now the flapjack. Flapjack on the chair. Air Slim is back. Cutter gets caught. Wims can't drop Slim, but now he comes back. The champion's up and goes down. The Shatter Machine lands, and Wims catches Joseph. The Black Rider lands. Wims covers, and he's gonna win the. No, he won't. Nico escapes at the last second possible. That was really close. Look up top. Vernon. He's. Oh no! He was trying to hit Wims with the steps. That was an accident. He hit Brooksdale with the steps by accident. Joseph charges it again. This might be his chance. He hits the last stand. The last stand lands. Now he wants the pedigree, and he gets it. He hit it perfectly. The cover by Joseph. Wims kicks out. You have got to be kidding me. Slim might be done. His night might be over. As Vernon inadvertently knocked him out with the steps. If you're a GSW fan, you might have to root for just Nico here, because Slim, his night might be over. Nico hits a spine buster. Wims is up. Nico drops him down with another one. He might be looking for a third. Wims puts him into the wall. Holy shit! Wims ending this match and getting the GSW World title back in his possession for the second time ever. Power bomb! And on the barbed wire board,
2.
Joseph, however, kicks out. He's still in this match. The destruction all over these streets. All for the world title. These boys giving each other everything they got. The dedication they have for this game is out of this world. And I think we're heading upstairs all the way to the top of the roofs. Wims is taking an elevator. And we're heading up to the rooftop, to the floor. Joseph, shockingly the first one up here. And he sees, here's Wims. Pedigree once again. And now he's looking for a Death Valley driver up on top. But Wims gets down. He just speared Nico and Garrettsburg. Garrettsburg and the boys go through the tables. Oh my God. Wims is going to cover Joseph.
Count Garrettsburg.
Garrettsburg. He's going to try his best to count. And with a cover like this,
1.
it might be over.
2.
Jarville, he's gonna win the world title. Slam! On his last breath, he might have put all the energy left to break things up, but Wims hits the Black Rider on him. And now Joseph might be the next one. Jarville gonna put both of them down with the Black Rider.
1.
He covers Garrettsburg.
3. Ring the bell.
Counts 3. And just like that, we got a new world champion. Jarville Wims did it all on his own. That's the crazy part. He won the world title for the second time, and he did it on his own.
Take it to the back.
And now giving Eckler orders to take the world title to the back.
Get up. Get your asses up.
Nedak came with a cinder block, and Jarville gonna threaten both. Oh, wait. Lights went out. What the hell is going on? Well, the lights are on now, but that was... Wait! There's that masked guy! We've been seeing him roam around the back. Wait a second. Hold up. Is that... Oh! He's alive! He's alive! Both men! They were ruthless enemies! But when did you ever expect to see them side by side? The future is gonna get crazy.